Deckers, Diablo 4's early access is finally here, and I did stay up all night and hit level 20, so you have got a treat on your hands to the very best settings to get you up and running, whether you're on early access or hitting this day 1 on the main release. As you can see here, it's running at an incredibly stable 40 frames per second, and it looks absolutely gorgeous on the Steam Deck screen as well. So even with all hell breaking loose with tons of enemies and effects, especially if you are the Necromancer, you're going to have explosions and craziness going on continuously, as you can see here with multiple explosions. Previously in the server Sam, we did have some issues with towns, but day or night, whether you're in some of the smaller towns or even in the huge town of Kaivashad, I've probably butchered that name as I usually do. But you can see here running through the center of town with players here as well. We're still not dipping below that 40 frames per second, and we still have all the graphics as well. So before I dive into the main settings, just to let you know, I am running this with the Battle.net launch directly under Proton Experimental, as this has yielded the best results. I'm also using the standard controller layout with mouse trackpad. Once I'm through the launcher section, I just use the touchpad or Steam shortcuts to get through the launcher. Best settings then, after a little bit more tweaking, I do actually recommend you put the font scale to large, but you want that at least at medium, running at 1280 by 800. The cursor scale at medium as well for ease on deck. VSync off, and then you want to change the quality preset to medium, and then we're going to tweak a few settings here. First of all, we want to make sure that the in-game cap is also at 40 frames per second, but we then want to turn distortion off. You can see that I don't have low effects turned on here. That's because I do also have the high texture pack installed. It is an extra 40 gig, but it does look incredible. We're also going to tweak the sharpen image here. For some reason, mine keeps going up to 90. But anywhere between 30 and 60 will really help, as you also want that AMD FSR2 set to quality. This will give you a really good wattage usage and also an incredible looking image. The FSR2 implementation has been greatly improved from both the beta and the server slam, so it is actually worth using now. The blurriness is all but gone and combated with that sharpening of the image, and you can see here that the battery drain is down around the 15 to 17 watts outside. In some of the heated battles, especially in the open world when things go a bit crazy, it does still get closer to the 19 to 20 watts. But for the most part, you're down in the 14 to 15 range, which means you are going to get around 2 to 3 hours battery life overall, with a good mixture of play. If you don't know how to install the Battle.net launcher, then you can check out our easy launcher install video, and if they've still messed up the section of adding to Steam, just rerun the easy launcher installer, and it will show you the path on your Steam Deck to where those launchers are installed, and you can just manually add the Battle.net launcher to Steam. Alternatively, I will also put our original install guide for installing Battle.net launcher directly, in case that's a much easier path for you. I'll leave you with a bit more of the gameplay here of my Necromancer causing chaos out in the open world, then get a better feel for the gameplay and performance. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video.